Hey guys, I'm doing my first paid review on the channel, and I'm gonna sell out big time! So a couple weeks ago, Xvive reached out to me to do a review of the guitar wireless system. After we agreed on the price for the review, they sent me the product so that I can check it out. Yes, I am being paid for this review and I got a free product. So I'm kind of like, how do I handle this? Should I do an honest review or should I be a complete shill? I'll tell you what, let's do both versions of the review and you can pick which version you like the best. Let's start with the shill version of the review now. Hi, I'm Shilly Shillerton. And boy, do I have a product for you today. It's the Xvive Wireless. This is a life-changing product and it's better than any other wireless on the planet. You want proof? I'll show you. Here's what I sound like with just a regular old cable. Now let's plug in with the Xvive Wireless and see how much better I sound. I sound way better with the Xvive Wireless. I even play better too. So if you want to play as good as I do, you got to get the Xvive Wireless and you're going to be amazing. And you're probably wondering, what's the range like with the Xvive Wireless? Well, I called NASA and I chartered the space shuttle for a couple days and I went up there with my Xvive Wireless transmitter while the receiver was plugged into my amp here on Earth. And while I was up there, I was jamming some sweet shreds and all my buddies on Earth said, we could hear everything you were doing. So if you think you're gonna run out of range with this unit, you're wrong. You can orbit the Earth with one of these. That's how awesome they are. And I also have to mention a couple of other things to you. Ever since I started using the Xvive, I've lost 20 pounds overnight. And on top of all that, I've received 17,000 offers from multiple record companies that want to sign me to a record deal for billions and trillions of dollars. All because I started using Xvive. So if you want a taste of the good life too, get Xvive and start playing today. Tell them Shilly Shellerton sent you. Get your Xvive today. All right, so now how about we just do an honest version of the review? Okay, so some of you may or may not know this, but I have a gazebo out on my deck, and in the summertime, I love to practice out there. I love to get a nice cigar, go outside and practice with my Spark amp, and I bring my iPad out there and play to my backing tracks and stuff like that. And I honestly hate cables. Typically when you watch the channel here, I'm not hooked up with a cable. I usually use a wireless down here because I have to get up and adjust things quite often, and it's nice to not have to unplug or drag a cable through the room when I'm doing that. So I always use a wireless because it's very convenient. I can keep my guitar on me while I'm doing adjustments down here or whatnot. And the same goes for upstairs. Like when I'm practicing upstairs in the living room or outside on my gazebo, I constantly am reheating my coffee or whatever, and I have to get up to do that. And what's nice about having a wireless is I can go out there, reheat my coffee in the microwave in the kitchen, and while I'm standing there waiting for it, I can still be noodling around and stuff, and I don't have to worry about unplugging a cable to do all of those things. The thing is, though, is using a wireless is nice, but if they don't work really well, they could be a pain in the ass. So I'm hooked up to my quad CORTEX with the Xvive Wireless right now, so let's go ahead and see how it performs. I'm not experiencing any signal loss or any lack of tone or anything like that. These things actually are working really well. Now these are very affordable units and they only cost 154 bucks. That's a really good deal for a nice wireless system for your guitar. So for 154 bucks, you can have cable-free practicing anywhere in your home or on your porch or whatever. If you want to do some small gigs with it or whatever, it'll work really well for that as well. Now, one thing I want to mention to you though is if you're near a Wi-Fi router, you may get some interference. Just make sure that you're a couple meters away from that and you should be fine. The interference doesn't always happen, but if it does, just move away a little bit and you should be okay. Now the Xvive wirelesses also have 4 channels on them, so you can switch between the channels very easily if you want to get the best clarity when you're using the unit. And they also ship with already installed rechargeable batteries. And to recharge the units, all you have to do is hook them up to a power source via the supplied USB cable, and you can recharge the units whenever you want. And they recharge really quickly. And the batteries last up to 5 hours per charge. So if you're looking for a really inexpensive wireless unit that you can use for your guitar, whether you're at home or you're backstage warming up before you go on stage playing in front of a bunch of people, this actually is a really good and affordable unit for you. Again, they only cost about 154 bucks, and there is a link below in the description of this video if you want to get one for yourself. Well, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and thank you Xvive for sending me this unit for review. I really appreciate it, and honestly, I've been using it quite a bit these last few weeks in the house, and it saved me from all the hassle I used to have with the cable that I used when I hooked up to my Spark amp when I practiced upstairs or on my deck. So this has been really nice, and it's been very convenient, and it's worked really well for me. And if you guys already have one of these, why don't you share your experience with me in the comment section below. Well, I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.